the date is finally here. It's the 12th of April 2023. We've been waiting over 3 years, 3.5 years for this day, and we're hopefully going to be getting back. I know it has, that's mad. The first time I visited since COVID, it's been 2 years since that. And it's finally the day that technical rehearsals are due to begin for Valhalla. And we've just come on park, and we're a bit concerned because the waterfall's been on every day for about the past 2 weeks, and that's not on. There's loads of activity around there, so they're still painting it. And it just looks very, I know it's not meant to be finished for technical rehearsals, technically speaking, because, you know, they said that not all effects might be ready, but yeah, been speaking to a staff member around there, and he seems to think it's looking good for it opening late from what he said. We believe it's going to be opening around 2 o'clock or so. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I've also not told Josh yet, but I might need to borrow his charger as well, because
you're fine.
I don't know, I charged my phone this morning and it didn't charge. Like, it's obviously not going to be a really long video today, but I need charge to film, and I don't have very much of it, so we might need to do that before 2 o'clock. The weather is awful. It's due to rain today and be very windy. It's cold. Highs of about 8:45. Jeez. No, I wasn't. I was getting ready to go. Yeah, I was at Towers yesterday, guys, having my first ride on the Curse of Alton Manor. I'll do a review of that at some point. I didn't film a vlog. It was better than I expected, actually, but yeah, it was nice and sunny this morning. Now look at it, about 10:15 or so, and oh, it's gonna be interesting, this.
2 hours later.
Okay, so we've now had lunch and Josh has nicely charged up my phone. We're not doing fast food net today because there's nothing new. Obviously I am a bit limited, and this is a Valhalla video, but yeah, well yeah, it was a bit of a 9 out of 10 probably say, but yes, we've just been informed by, we were speaking to a guy, Jake, before, so shout out if you're watching, like, I don't know if you will be, but like, I think he watches Theme Park Mad. That's gone up the Intamin, but I don't care because it's raining. But it's not testing, they're testing it, the waterfall's on. I know I missed the shot, I just pointed that out, but it is raining, and so I'm not bothered, and I don't have room to be messing around with my phone in front of it. But yes, not going to keep this too long because obviously battery, but yeah, hopefully it is looking good for that 2 o'clock opening. You know, I said that to get it open for 2 before, they just need to start testing by 12.
It's so
and
fun.
Thankfully, like, they've done that, because we have had an early lunch. So yeah, we'll update you when there's something else to update you about. So guys, we've just come over, and there's a bit more water in the trough. You can hear the lift hill over there. No waterfall. I think I said there was a waterfall before. I thought that's what we were told, but no. The waterfall's on, guys.
There we go. It's looking good with an hour to go. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I've got the poncho on, guys. And yeah, we're going to be hopefully getting on this very soon. I can't really see what I'm filming, guys, because I've got my brightness down low because of the battery. Typical, but hopefully you like.
I know what it's like to not be able to see your screen.
I know. His camera's been having problems, but hopefully we're going to be getting on this in, you know, a few minutes time maybe.
A few moments later.
So guys, the waterfall's just been turned off. That's not a good sign. What's going on here? Too good to be true. The waterfall is back on, guys. It's as if they're actually taking the mick now. You know how long we've been waiting. And yeah, look, it's back. Hopefully this time lucky, but who knows.
They must have won a competition or something.
No, they must have done. They must have got a chance to ride it first.
Which was kept very quiet, I must say.
So as you may or may not have been able to tell, guys, by the cheering and clapping and stuff, basically, some people have been let in the speedy/easy pass queue. We're not sure what that's about, but it's 10 to 2 now. There's been a heavily rumoured that we're going to get a 2 o'clock opening. It's only a boat's worth of people. So yeah, we're not sure what's going on. It's been a bit disorganised, this, as anticipated. But yeah, yeah, unfortunately so. But yeah, they've been walking up and down the queue line loads, messing about with it. There's been like everyone here, even like, you know, people from the real team, cell team and stuff have been here. It's been a bit manic, to be honest, but yeah, hopefully soon.
That is a good sign.
Okay guys, the soundtrack's on, you won't be able to hear it, but you can hear it loud and clear. Obviously there's been a bit of like excitement, so it was a bit hard then. It's 2:05 now, and yeah, we're just waiting very patiently, but I hope the soundtrack's a good sign. I hope so.
Let's make it a load
And
of
behind
noise.
it has returned, guys. We've been waiting an hour and 45 minutes here,
Security are here.
and many people have waited longer than that. This has been absolutely diabolical, but we're in! We're in! Finally, after an hour and 45 minutes, nearly 5 hours of part time.
Right, let's see how this goes.
So here we go, guys.
I'm not going to film this side, do I?
Finally, that came from nowhere. Nothing had happened for the past 45 minutes. We were all getting so angry, and finally we're in. We're in. This ride opened in 2000. It's been closed since the 3rd of November 2019, and we are finally in the queue line for Valhalla. It's nothing spectacular in the queue line, but we're in the queue line.
Us walking here now and getting on the
Oh my word, that came from nowhere. That caught me off guard, that. I can barely see because of this poncho, but I'm filming as much as I can. Gonna have to put you away in a second. E-ticket scanning is still done on the phones in the station, which I don't like, but yeah, I'm sorry if you can't see much, guys, but there we go. Everyone is hyped. And I'm going to switch this off in a minute to scan my e-ticket, but here we are walking through a cattle pen that we've messed about with for the past couple of hours. But yeah, Valhalla time. Let's hope this is worth it, because if it's not worth it, oh my word, I will not be happy. By the way guys, they've turned the mist off, but we're here in the queue. Stretches back there. It's going to be quite a fast moving queue because it's a high throughput ride, although I don't know how many boats are on. Soundtrack needs to be on louder though. And this is the Valhalla station. I'm being quick about this, but there you go, quick look, because we're getting on any minute. But there you go, all the way down there. There we go, we have now experienced the reimagined Valhalla after 3.5 years of waiting here on the 12th of April 2023, and unfortunately
It's gone down again. As you know,
no, waterfall's off. I'll try and get it there behind me. You could tell it wasn't finished. There was a lot of blank space in there. However, it's got a lot of potential, and from what we did see, it's very good. I'd say it will be as good as it was before the reimagining when it reopens. And Josh and me have never actually ridden that together, and we technically didn't, because from starting off in the station, like getting on the boats has always been a nightmare, and it was no different this time. It was very rough.
very rough, yeah.
To be honest, you get on the boat, and like, yeah, I kind of like fell onto it into like the seat behind Josh.
Yeah, I know.
He was on the front row. So yeah, to be honest, with how many there's on there, I don't know why they can't just stop them and load them like that. I know it was designed originally to run like 24 boats, but yeah, the boats are moving way too fast in there. A lot faster than, say, the Curse of Alton Manor, where those, obviously, that has a moving thing as well to get on, but yeah, that it must be one of the fastest omni-moving rides, as they call them, when they never actually stop in the world, because it was ridiculous how fast the boats were moving. I was only like a split second getting in after Josh, and already like I fell onto like the road behind him, and the staff were rushing and flopping like a chicken. Or the staff member was who was loading the boat, so yeah, it wasn't someone I recognised anyway. No offence. It wasn't a staff member I recognised, put it that way. Yeah, starting off, you go to the first scene. I should say the spoilers from this point onwards, so don't watch from this point onwards if you don't want spoilers. I'm going to just rest my arm for a second, but go into the first scene and you've got that strange guy from the poster there, and a dog, and like the wolf's still there and stuff, but it doesn't do this "whoa" noise that you could use to be able to hear start up a ride. And there used to be strobe light as well. I don't think there was fire torches before the lift hill like there was before either.
I think all them people on the exit break have just been evacuated.
Yeah, we think there's just been an evac on Valhalla, which we narrowly just missed out on. Yeah, you go up the first lift hill. There's audio playing throughout, by the way, but it's way too quiet in there. Not loud enough at all. You used to have the old Valhalla soundtrack, like blasting out, really loud. You used to have lights flashing and stuff at the top of the lift, and it didn't quite have that oomph anymore. It was quite quiet, the audio, way too quiet, and that includes in the station as well compared to what it used to be. And it needs to be on loud, blasting out, but it just wasn't. And then kind of on the lift hill and at the top, you're getting told the story about how you're going into like the afterlife and stuff, and you just can't hear any of it, which was really quite irritating, to be honest. Way too quiet. But yeah, you turn the corner and then you've still got like, you used to have this like, I guess fake fire effect on either side, like you've still got that kind of thing going on. So that's very similar to what it used to be, but it seemed a bit lighter in there in my opinion, but I'm not sure. And then you turn the corner again, and this is kind of the biggest change, I'd say. You get to like what was the turntable before, and normally you'd obviously go outside, but now it's quite a dark scene. I imagine there might be more added in there. There are some
I hope so,
yeah, blank spaces, because that was a bit of a dead spot, that.
Rumours that there was going to be a screen there.
Yeah, but basically you get to the end and kind of the idea is, I don't know, you've gone the wrong way or something and you need to turn around, so this woman goes, turn round! And yeah, basically you go onto the turntable, and before obviously you had that big water cannon and stuff, and you turn round to go backwards. Now it kind of turns forwards. I think it turns a bit quicker than it used to actually. And then you go down what was the backwards drop before, except you go through it, down it forwards, and you have your pitch taken, which is right here. So you get, it's £10 for that, for like one picture, and then if you want two, you can get that for like £15. So yeah, there you go, that's taken from Valhalla's now forward drop. Yeah, we both got one. Where's the other one? There we go. There we go.
The picture, but
there's the other picture. And then after that, instead of obviously turning round again, you now go straight into the ice room, which has had a bit of an upgrade in my opinion from what it was before. Really good in there. I think there were meant to be effects in there before the reimagining, but they just didn't work. So yeah, the ice room looks a lot brighter than I remember. The whole ride looked brighter. I don't think you agree, but it's obviously been 3.5 years, but I don't remember some of the scenes being as bright as they are now. And I like the fact they're bright. Unlike, obviously, I was on my Instagram stories you've seen, and when I do a Curse of Alton Banner review, I'll say this as well. That ride's got quite a few dim scenes. Whereas Valhalla, the lighting wasn't too bad in the ones that were finished. So yeah, you go through the ice room and then you go down the forwards drop. The water vortex now does not pour into the boat and get you soaking. You just go through this tunnel basically now, and then you've still got the old water cannon type effects, which I don't think have actually changed really. And then you got the second lift hill. The audio's changing throughout this, by the way, but as I said, it's way too quiet. And then you go into like a jungle scene, which was there before, and you have all jungle ambience now. Maybe that's what the Pleasure Beach Express thing was like into the jungle music on the Pleasure Beach Express. Maybe it's in the like revamped jungle scene on Valhalla, because there's new audio and stuff in that room. Probably not, but yeah. There used to be some hammers in that scene that came down and got you wet, but they weren't there. There used to be a Tesla coil when it first opened, but that was taken out due to health and safety. That's not there. But there is a bit of stuff that happens there. And then the iconic "please do not lean forward" on the next drop before the final drop's gone. You go down that, and this is when you hear the bit of the soundtrack that you can actually hear in the station and in the trailer. Like, it's kind of built up to that throughout the ride. So you hear this on the final scene. No fire as of yet, but I imagine there will be soon. And that'll be very similar to what it was before. Do get soaking wet on the final drop, but because of a couple of the water effects being taken away, I don't think you get quite as wet as you did before. Do be warned, you will definitely get wet, mainly on the final drop now. Like for the first half of the ride, I was practically dry, and I wasn't too bad up to the final drop really, but then as soon as we went down the final drop, I did get quite wet.
You never know, do you?
You never know, there might be like more to come.
Water effects that didn't work
Yeah.
because of these rehearsals.
Yeah. But yeah, you come out, and yeah, overall, not perfect yet. I can't say whether it was worth 3 years of work yet, because obviously some stuff was broken, but I reckon when it will reopen fully, it will be as good as it was before. And you know what, in that case I think it's worth it, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure what kind of reviews it's going to get yet.
People need to be lenient.
Yeah, people need to be lenient, because it is only a technical
rehearsal. For the sake of it, we'll be negative about it.
I'm negative,
fully
but not that negative.
Yeah, true. But yeah, you've got to be patient. It's technical rehearsals. They've stated it's not going to be complete.
Yeah, and it definitely isn't complete. There's a lot of. It's a bit like how it was in 2019 when like half the ride was like thingy at the moment, but like hopefully that gets sorted over time. But yeah, not looking good at trying to hold him.
This poncho was so funny when it was windy earlier.
Yeah, but I have got a poncho on, guys, which I was just like switching hands and having a bit of hard work doing that. But yeah, you got to wear protection, haven't you? So yeah, and Josh like had some protection for my phone as well,
Yeah.
so hence I'm still able to film this vlog and it's not drowning on the water.
Get yourself one of these waterproof bags.
Yeah, and get yourself some protection.
I do have one of these
There
as
you
well.
go. Yeah, that's about it, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed this little review / vlog video, but like before all of that, we waited like 2 hours for that in total in the end, or an hour and 45, something like that, and Andy Highgate just came from absolutely nowhere to open it. But yeah, I was very disappointed in that. I think it was unacceptable from the part before, and they knew all the fans were here, no communication at all, and just yeah, it didn't feel like they really cared about us, to be honest. And we were running up and down, messing around queue line fences, painting things. They need to learn how to market and how to do an opening properly and communicate with people. I know, but like, because it was really bad that we were all getting really angry. We were losing the will to live. But like Andy came, opened it, and suddenly was all this hype. I hope people have enjoyed it as much as I have, because I think when that does reopen, it will top Curse as a dark ride. It doesn't really at the moment, because half of it's kind of, you know, not kind of fully functional yet. But we will keep you updated while things going on. Imagine we'll be going on Valhalla a little bit over the next few weeks. Probably not today, because it's not looking good at the moment. And
I feel for those.
Yeah. Not many of us have got on it today. Like, what will they have sent? About 10 boats, maybe?
There needs to be
Not
more
many.
boats on as well.
Yeah, because we were sat there in the station for ages.
That really can't be how it operates when it's fully complete.
No, because the capacity was dreadful.
The gaps between the boats were ridiculous at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't used to be like that when it operated fully. So yeah, it used to have 24 boats on when, like I said before, but I'm not expecting that. But like, I don't know, 12,
Yeah,
10, 12, yeah, because they only had about 4 on. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Click the video on the right side of your screen to see my latest vlog from Blackpool Pleasure Beach when I upload it from last week, because I'm a bit behind. Hopefully at the weekend maybe, because I'm putting this up today hopefully. But yeah, click the icon in the centre of your screen to subscribe for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond. I'm Ben, you've been watching Thrillnet, and goodbye.